Hello, my name is Josh and I'm a watchaholic. Welcome to Horology Insanity. What's up, watch friends? So check this out. In the editing process, I needed to cut out several of the 3-watch collection categories that I had originally intended to put into my launch video. Truth of the matter is, I talk way too much, and there was just way too much in there to have, to keep the video at a reasonable length. And so what I've done is, or I guess I should say what my wife has kindly done, she's going to pull out some of these categories, make them more like a B-roll or an outtake episode, and we're going to tack it on and to a couple of different videos. So that's what you're about to see here. And with that, we will roll into it. Remember that this is Independence Day celebratory watches. We're looking at red, white, and blue collections, 3-watch collections, red, white, and blue in several different categories. I hope you enjoy the extra content. Thanks. See ya. Next, we've got my faves, and you're going to see a huge Casio bias. So I'm going to roll in some pics. I mentioned this red and white one to you earlier. This is the DW 5600 TB-4A. And I saw a guy in the Casio that we have a G-Shock Square group, right, that I'm part of on Facebook. He posted where he took one of these, gutted it, and put it inside the band and bezel kit of the DW 5600 GM 1V. And made basically a Superman watch. So this is going to be another one. It's going to be red, white, and blue, all kind of wrapped up in the one. And I've got these incoming so that I can enjoy that as a project one day, and you'll see it as a video too if you follow along. Next is one I actually can show you because I've got it here. And my white favorite is going to be this Casio Illuminator. Now, I took it and took this Wanger silicone strap from another watch, right, and dumped it on this. This thing is so smooth. But I took it, dumped it on here, and here's why I love it. Let's see if we can do it with the lights. Oh, you can. So you can see that it's kind of a silver white, right, with white accents, but the lights light up with a cool blue shade to them. And so this is my movie watch. When we go to the movie theater, we break this thing out, and I love it. So here's my white pick. And next we're going to go roll in a picture. Oh no, I've got one here to show you first, and then we'll roll in a picture. But my blue picks are actually going to be kind of a little combo here, rose gold and blue. So first we've got this Casio. This is the MTP 1370L2AV, and you can see it's got this beautiful, deep, rich blue dial with rose gold hands and indices. And so I thought that was pretty cool. And then my other favorite in the blue category, rolling a picture now, it is the G-Shock GSTB 100G-2A, this rose gold and blue. So my wife and I got out the house the other day, went to Reed's because I wanted to see if I can find a GBX 100 in person. I'm curious to see what it looks like before I try to order one. I'm really curious to see what that teal looks like in person, because a lot of people are telling me that it doesn't look in person the same as it does like in the photographs, and that they're saying it's actually a lot more appealing in person. So I was like, all right, let's go check this out. Of course, Reed's didn't have any, but while we're there, we're looking at whatever they have. Guy was really cool, helping out, let me try on a bunch of stuff. And I came across a carbon fiber one of these that I'm going to end up getting later. But this rose gold blue is going to be my next G-Shock purchase. And so this thing is amazing. I love everything about it. My wrist is big enough it can withstand it. The strap on it was silky smooth. The curve, the way that this thing kind of just hugs your wrist, you almost don't know it's there, even though it's got some size to it. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about this. So that's what we're looking at. And now we're on to our last category. So again, I'm glad if you're bearing with me, but Grails. Now, most of these are going to be pictures. I've got one of them I'm going to be able to hold up for you. But the first in the red category, let's throw up a picture of Richard Mille or Richard Mille, however somebody wants to say that. And now let's pause for comedic effect and add some laughing memes or emojis or something up there because, yeah, no, I'm not a fan. I mean, I get that some people like them, and I get that, you know, again, everybody do what they want to do in this beautiful hobby as long as it's not hurting anybody else. That's the way I look at it. But I put this up as a joke. So, sorry. If you like Richard Mille, no, I don't. But anyway, a more realistic, this isn't even really a grail, but I've liked this watch for so long. This is the Victorinox Inox, and they specifically make one with a blue dial. I mean, a red dial. No, they make a blue one. They make a black one as well. I almost bought a quartz version of this a little while back. They also make an automatic version, and I don't know what it is about this watch, but there's something that I love about it, but not so much that I've actually ordered one. And so for me, red, in the red category, we would be looking at this Victorinox Inox in the red. Now, true grail status. Let's roll in the Lange. Now, of course, in my shades of red concept that I'm going on here, right? Because I've got shades of red because I don't always love just a red dial. Yeah, salmon, Lange, Datograph. This thing is absolutely insane. I'll try to put pictures of the front, and let's take a look at the back and just soak that in. So I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all are going to hear me talk about a lot of different brands that I like and that I don't like. Well, or that I like less. I don't know if there's any brands that I dislike. But Lange is currently my number one. Like, top of the pyramid, Lange is my number one. So anyway, we've got that one. Now switching over into the white category, kind of in line with my Sarks that I had up a minute ago, is the actual Grand Seiko Snowflake Spring Drive SBGA 211. Now, this watch needs no introduction. This watch is easily becoming the iconic Grand Seiko. It's going to be the Submariner equivalent, right? That Submariner is to Rolex. This is going to be the Grand Seiko kind of logic. And yeah, this thing's amazing. So hopefully one of these days, I'm actually waiting. I have this on my wish list, but I've got a price threshold that it has to get below before I'll pull the trigger on it. And so far that hasn't occurred, but it's coming. Next, let's in the white dial, back to Lange. We're looking at the Lange 1 reference 191.039. This is the white gold Lange 1, and I don't even think I need to say anything about this watch, right? Just look at it. Oh, it's stunning. I'm curious. Throw me comments in the bottom. Does anybody not like Lange? I could kind of see it if somebody didn't like their design aesthetic, right? Because it is the dial's a little different, right? But anybody not like Lange? I don't know. Next, we're looking at white dial. Man, this has been on my list for a long time, y'all. And you'll see why in a moment. But this one, we've got the Christopher Ward. This is the C1 Grand Malvern Moon Phase in the white dial. So with my white version of this, I told you earlier, I love moon phases. I love the giant moon phase complication at the top. I love everything about this watch, except for the fact that it's a Christopher Ward. And I'll say that as somebody who owns, I had a handful of Christopher Wards in my collection, and they're all top-notch quality watches. But for whatever reason, I think it's just the price. This watch, if I could get this watch at 40% off, I'd buy it immediately. We'll just say it like that. So that's where we're at. Now this CW Moon Phase also happens to come in blue. So let's put a side-by-side up of that. And we now see you've got the one with the white dial that I was just talking about. And then we've got the blue dial, which the blue looks like just a whole night sky going on. And that blue is like sunburst effect, just smooth, glassy smooth, to where the white one looks like it's a flat white dial. It doesn't jump, right? Or it's not as bright. It doesn't shimmer. And so this is cool. Probably one day I'm going to end up having both of them in my collection, if I'm honest. And that's only just because, I love these moon phase. Now, the Grail moon phase, the true Grail moon phase for me is the Arnold & Son in either blue or black. I'm leaning towards blue only because I love blue. I think black might be a little bit more timeless, but look at this thing. Oh man. So the big moon complication, I don't know. This is like the Christopher Ward, right, met up with the guy from Grey Poupon, that commercial from back in the day in the Rolls Royce, and put out a watch. That's what we're talking about here. I can't get over this thing. This is beautiful. So one of these days, Arnold and Son, maybe. Christopher Ward, more than likely. But the Arnold and Son is where it's at. Now, we're down to our last couple of picks. Here we've got the Breitling Navitimer. This is a classic. I do not own any Breitling, and if I'm honest, if I was going to own a Breitling, this might be the only one that I would get. But this blue-white combo, and then let's throw up a picture here. We've got another, it's a limited edition one that I saw, which is also stunning. But the Breitling Navitimer would be my picks for blue in the Grails category. And then, now let's get to our last two. This one is a Grail that I actually own, and this is the Grand Seiko SBGA 387. SBGA 387. In the Grand Seiko Owners Group, this is referred to as the Glacier. Let me see, it's the 44 GS case, Zaratsu polish, spring drive, everything that Grand Seiko, that's wonderful about Grand Seiko. We'll say that. And there's a lot to love about Grand Seiko, though. Let's zoom in on that dial. Let's see if we can get some of that texture playing in the light. That blued seconds hand. This thing is incredible. So this is my first ever like true Grail level purchase. Well, I don't know. I owned a Rolex Submariner for about a decade, but it wasn't a Grail for me back then. But anyway, here we go. This is where it's at. Grand Seiko. Look at that texture. So that's where we're at. And then last, let's throw up on the screen an image of my next Grail coming in. I gotta wait. I gotta be patient. I ordered it a couple weeks ago. They say it takes 6 to 8 weeks because he builds them in-house when they're ordered. And he agreed to give me the serial number of my birth year. So to help push it into the keeper status, not only is it titanium, it's ultralight. It's going to have the serial number of my birth year, so it'll be a birth year watch as well. And it is the most beautiful blue colored dial, that deep blue. This is the Weiss ultralight titanium limited edition. I think there's only 100 of these being made. And if you know me, I'm a sucker for, I don't want to say I'm a sucker for a limited edition, but I appreciate them. I definitely appreciate them. And so can't wait to get this Weiss in. I know one of the guys in the watch group that I'm in ordered one as well. And so I'm curious to see what he thinks about it. That's Clayton over at the Watchdog podcast. If you haven't checked that out yet, I'll try to link it below. Awesome content, awesome stuff. But yeah, we're going to end up being, Weiss Titanium brothers.